Welcome back to the channel. So we have another S4 on the run. This time it's a 3-liter TFSI. So this particular car was sent to us from London. Welcome to London. Welcome to London. Actually, contact us, send us a few videos again with the rattle or maybe bottom end. Nobody knows. So I was away for a couple of days. So Miroslav took the engine out, as you can see. And yeah, you gotta strip it down fully. You've seen the footage on the beginning of it. So there is a terrible rattle or tapping noise, or actually something's going on with the timing chain or the bottom end. So welcome to another video, and we gotta strip the engine to find what's actually going on with it. So let's do it. Okay guys, so this is what we've got so far. We stripped the engine fully down and we'll be fine. We didn't find anything. The only thing what I can say is the passenger side cylinder head is definitely bad timing chain adjuster. As you can see, I can just literally push it by my hand. That should be much stiffer, like a shock absorber. So first issue, but we tried to turn the engine on the crank, and basically it's turning very badly and it's quite stiff from inside. So we have to strip the engine from the bottom now, and we're going to inspect the whole bottom end, what's going on there, because looks like this time we have a proper bottom end slap rather than a timing chain rattle. So my suggestion on the beginning was this plastic will be broken, but as you can see it's still there. But the chain is not in the best condition, and yes, we gotta continue from the bottom, unfortunately. So yeah, let's strip the engine now and we're gonna see what's going on there. And here we are. So we stripped the engine fully, and unfortunately from the footage you've seen, you can tell the next step, everything's going in a bin. Reason why: the block needs lining, too much money. The crank is damaged too much, can't be polished, and we can't get the oversized bearing, so that's scrapped as well. All 6 rods, scrap. All 6 pistons, scrap. 1 cylinder head, don't know, but there was a piston slap, so probably scrap. The only thing what's good from this engine is probably 1 cylinder head, exhaust, and a few small components that we can reuse. But other than that, when we've done a very quick calculation, we come to a sort of conclusion that we will replace the engine with the second-hand one. We will try to find one with low mileage and just replace the components so the engine is running all right for a longer period of time. So what we think would happen, short story, we find the catalytic converter what you've seen, and that's absolutely stuck. It fell apart. So it is a common issue on this. Reason why I think it's a common issue is the second lambda sensor, which is sitting in literally the catalytic converter. And even when we took out this lambda, we see small cracks in the catalytic converter. So probably very soon even this one will fall apart and it's just make more damage. So when the catalytic converter gets stuck, probably the temperatures were too high and all the exhaust gases couldn't get out from bank number 2, which comes to a high compression ratio, even bigger than it should be. And the big end bearing just literally fell apart, and the tapping noise we heard on the beginning was the bottom end. We also have a piston slap on this cylinder head. You can see these two are sort of black from the carbon, and the middle one had a piston slap, so the piston was slightly touching the top of the cylinder head right over here. And also the con rod is oval, so this is all going in a scrap, unfortunately. So yeah, that's what happened to this engine, but let's move to the future in 2 weeks time, and hopefully we'll get an engine. And here we are, 2 weeks later. So we managed to find this engine. It's a second-hand engine. It was advertised on eBay. The seller was saying in the advertisement it had only 23,000 miles, which is very good mileage, I suppose. But it comes as a bare engine. So I spoke with the owner of the car, and he was sort of happy to purchase the engine. All we're gonna do, we'll replace all the components like the PCV valve, water pump, thermostat, and we will do the chains. I already checked the intake on this, and we'll probably have to do the carbon cleaning as well. So we've got all the genuine stuff here from TPS, all the gaskets, oil filter, etc., 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 what we need for the timing chain as well. Also, we have these aftermarket catalytic converters, which are high flow catalytic converters, and they will be replaced into the original dump pipe. So you never done it before, it will be first time. So we have to figure out how we're going to fit these into the original dump pipes. We also have to replace the position of the second lambda sensor, because I don't want to be drilling into these cuts and just damage them somehow. So the second lambda will be moved behind the catalytic converter somewhere in the back. So yeah, we finally have everything here, so we can continue with the job, and hopefully you enjoy putting the engine back together. Let's get to it. Okay, so the timing chains are off now, and because we've done this many times on the videos, we're just gonna put link in the description below, and I'm just gonna sort it out the easy way now. And yeah, all done. So again, everything is new. Like I said, we've done this before. There's a video on YouTube. You can check it in the description below. And we're just gonna continue with the rest of it. So we need to change the PCV, thermostat with the thermostat housing and water pump, and we have to clean the intake valve. So let's get to it. Okay, so the engine is pretty much done now, and we have to sort out this issue with the catalytic converters. So this is the one what failed. This is how we remove it. As you can see, it's in very sad stage. and it become like absolute black, so nothing was getting through. So I think that was the actual reason why the whole engine failed. We already done some adjustment here. So these are the aftermarket ones we bought. This is already cut it because we have to put it in there somehow, and unfortunately you can see the diameter. This one is smaller diameter than the genuine one. So the original plan was we will cut this out, we will replace it, move the lambda sensor behind it, and it will be all fine. But unfortunately, as you can see, it's too small. So right now what we're gonna do, we cut it like this already so it will get in, and we will first weld it onto the original exhaust, and then we're just gonna put this original catalytic converter tube on it so it looks nice. So that's the plan, and this is actually the reason why they're failing, I think, personally. You can see inside the cracks. So this is where the lambda sensor used to go, and just look at the stage of it. It starts cracking right in the middle, and I personally think this will go as well, so both of them will be replaced. So let's crack on with this. All clear. Okay, so we finally come to the end of this video. Robert took the car, he was pretty much happy with it. Again, before we gave him the car, we done the oil flush and we put fresh oil with oil filter. So yeah, all good, done a bit of a mileage, went for a test drive with him, and he also get a lovely hoodie from us as a gift. So yeah, this is the end of the video, everyone. As you can see, we've got plenty cars here to do, and unfortunately somebody gotta do them. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.